Okay, it's your match reaction. This is your match reaction from me. Who is me? I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyway, it's your match reaction. Liverpool have lost 2-1 against Brighton away. And there's really nothing to say because we didn't look like getting anything out of today's game. We absolutely didn't look like it. We started the game okay. I think we played well until Brighton got their first goal. But after that, it was a complete shambles. A complete shambles of a performance. And the manager already started giving excuses before the game, complaining about the schedule and the fact that we played on Wednesday and we are playing an early kickoff. So if you start speaking like this, how do you then go on and motivate your players to give their all? Because today we looked leggy right from the beginning of the game. We looked so leggy. We looked tired. The manager hasn't been able to motivate the squad at all. Because you can be tired and still play as if you are not tired. But we just couldn't pull ourselves together in this game. Nothing we did ever really worked. We played like a relegation threatened team against a team that is looking to play in the top four. Because Brighton today looked like the team looking to get into Europe next season. And we played like a team that had already given up and downed tools for the rest of the season. We played as if we are on the beach. That is exactly how we looked today. We got one goal, but that was a fortuitous goal. It was a goal that didn't come from any combination of passes, any creative display. It was just a mistake that we capitalized on. So for me, no credit to Liverpool for that goal. We deserved to have lost by more than 5 goals today because the number of saves that our goalkeeper made, Georgie Mamardashvili, was absolutely insane. I haven't looked at the stats, but I don't have to look at it because I know he made about 6 or 7 saves in this game. Crucial saves, not just long range shots that didn't have anything behind it or wasn't really threatening. About 5 or 6 threatening shots. Even one of the saves were made by Curtis Jones in the second half, which should have been a goal. So really watching this game, I didn't really feel anything. I wasn't disappointed. I was just apathetic because going into the game, I kind of knew what to expect. We haven't won any game after playing in Europe. I don't think we have. The stats I had before the game was that anytime we've played a game in Europe, in the Champions League, we come back home and either lose or draw. So I wasn't expecting a win today. But at least I expected to see a fight from a Liverpool team. And this Liverpool team is not giving us that. They just can't bring it out of themselves. They just can't. And I think that is why something has to change. And because we can't sack all the players, we can't sack all 22 players, the easiest thing to do is to sack the manager, because I don't think he's capable of motivating this team to give their all every single 3 days. He's not cut out for that. The players are not able to do. If the players are not able to do it themselves, he will not be able to bring it out of them. So, but I'm not going to sit here and talk too much about the manager because it gets boring. He's not going to be sacked until the season ends and something really happens and they decide to. But I don't even think the rate at which they are going to sack the manager at the end of the season. I still think he will be here next season, at the very least for the first 10 games, because that is how Liverpool is. We don't really sack managers like that, especially a manager who has won the Premier League in his first season. So I don't want to be talking about the manager. Today's game, I look at the second half and the way we came into the second half. It was even worse than the performance we had in that first half. Because right from the off, Brighton started threatening. They started creating chances. We were pinned back. We couldn't get out of our own third of the defense. We just couldn't get out. Even in the first half, we had long spells where we were just defending. And the bad thing with the way we were defending today is that we were defending with no threat on the break. There was no threat when we won the ball back. We just couldn't break away. It was too slow, too lethargic. There was no pace in it. And how do you even blame the players? Because right from the off, we know we were missing Salah. We didn't have anyone with pace up front because Hugo Ekitike got injured in the first 5 minutes of the game. So up front, the only person we had there was Cody Gakpo, supported by Florian Wirtz. And these two players are not the most pacey players in the league or in the Liverpool team, let alone the league. So when you defend deep and you win the ball and you want to play on a counter, who are the players who are going to play on that counter? How do you manufacture a transitional phase that leads to a chance? So that is why we got pinned in for long periods of the game, including the first half and also beginning of the second half. Actually, throughout the second half, I don't really see any time where we really control the game and try to take the game to Brighton. We were playing, actually this game looked like a game where Liverpool were playing with 10 men against 11 men, or even 9 men against 11, because we were so leggy that we just couldn't match them in any way, shape or form. When they tried to play through the middle and they couldn't, they went down the sides, and Yankuba Minte was having so much fun today against Jeremy Frimpong. Frimpong couldn't match him in any way, shape or form. He was struggling. He was really huffing and puffing to get anything out of the duel he was having with Yankuba Minte. And that was very disappointing to watch. And for me, it is not about losing games or not being able to win games or drawing games. It's the way in which we do it. Because what we watched today is absolutely atrocious. No Liverpool team should be playing like this. No Liverpool team ever. Even if it is under 18s team. Even if we have 200 injuries in the team and we play with the under 18s, we shouldn't be playing like this, no matter what. So for me, I don't really see where the excuses. The manager has already made the excuses even before the game. So I haven't listened to the post-match press conference, but I'm very sure the manager is going to sit down in that press conference and talk about the fact that the players were tired because they played in Europe. And that is completely unacceptable. It is absolutely unacceptable. But that is what Liverpool have become this season. So I said in my match review against Galatasaray that what we did against Galatasaray, they don't deserve any praise. So I don't really know why people were praising them and saying that it was they did well. They didn't do anything, because that is the barest minimum. So if you do the barest minimum, you don't expect me to come and sit here and say that you did well. You didn't do anything, because what is that we saw today? What was that? What is the point of playing the way you played against Galatasaray and rocking up at Brighton and playing this atrocious football? It doesn't really make any sense. It doesn't. So I wouldn't jubilate when you do what you did against Galatasaray, because I know that in the very next game you are going to revert to type. And that is exactly what we saw today. Thank you very much for watching the video. I'm not going to go into the stats or look at duels won, because I know that it is going to be absolutely atrocious. I don't even want to see it, because the number of duels we won today, for me, if it is more than 20%, I'll be absolutely shocked. And that is why we lost the game. And not only that we lost the game, we played absolutely atrociously. We didn't look like winning the game. We didn't look like drawing the game. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and also let me know your thoughts down below. See you.